What's up everyone, welcome to another video. So today I'm going to show you my top 5 favorite upgrades and mods for the SCX24 deadbolt. I also want to let you know there's a link in the description to each one of the upgrades that I talk about in this video, as well as to the car. So if you're interested in any of these, go check those out in the description. So starting with number 5, we have the Bauhaus RC low center of gravity conversion kit. So you get 2 pieces with this kit. First is this piece up here, and then this piece back here. So either one can be a battery tray or ESC receiver mount. So I chose to put the ESC on this lower tray here, and then the battery up here. You can see the loop there. I put the battery up front here because with more weight up in the front of the car, if you're going up a really steep climb, just keep the front wheels planted on the surface a lot better. For number 4, we have a couple 3D printed parts. So I have these rock sliders here, and if you look inside, there's actually a spot to put like pennies or something, some extra weight here, because it's really low down to the ground. I found all these on Thingiverse, by the way, so if you're looking for these, I did not design them. So I also have these high clearance links down here. I have this white filament there. It's kind of hard to tell what it is, but it just basically curves it at a different angle farther along here, so there's just more clearance on the bottom there. The little screw cover right here is also super helpful if you have an aftermarket servo, because sometimes the screws, like this one, stick out longer on the servo horn. So then with this little cover there, it doesn't get caught up on everything you try to crawl over. It's super nice. Number 3 is this Endura 66 turn motor. It's so much more powerful than the stock motor, and so far I haven't had any problems with it, and I've replaced like 3 of the stock motors. It's got much more torque, just so much more power overall. Super awesome. I highly recommend it. For number 2, we have this Eco Power digital metal geared servo. It's so much more powerful than the stock one. The stock servo that these cars come with, I honestly hated it because it just had no power whatsoever. If one wheel just gets slightly wedged between 2 rocks or something, it just doesn't move at all. And with the servo saver on it, it's just not good. I also have a brass mount for this servo. Now for number 1, my absolute favorite upgrade that I've ever done to this car are these Proline Hyrax wheels and tires. They're so nice, so grippy, 10 times better than the stock ones. They're about the same height. The stock ones might actually be just a tiny bit taller, but these ones are a bit wider, and they're just so much more grippy. I actually took the foams out of these ones too, and what's really nice about these as well is they're not glued to the rim. It's actually a couple screws on the back, so if you just take it off, there's a few screws on the back that you can just loosen up, and then you can take the entire tire off. Also, as a bonus, there's 2 simple mods that cost pretty much nothing that help the performance a ton. So you probably noticed I took off the front bumper, but I actually glued it on inside the body here, and then I cut out the holes in the actual body, so I can still use the headlights if I just plug it in there with an extension lead just straight to the receiver there. Super nice, so it doesn't get caught up on everything you're trying to climb over. I also put little zip ties around the shocks above the spring. It's kind of like just a little preload adjuster thing. It's super helpful. Makes the shock so much more stiff so it doesn't just sink. Right when I got it, I noticed it just kind of sat really low, and it didn't really have any bounce to it, and whenever you were like crawling, it just kind of wanted to just slide down. So it's actually really helpful, and all you need is a couple zip ties. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see videos about each individual upgrade, click right here for a full playlist of those upgrades. And if you want to see this crawler in action, click right here for a full playlist of videos about that. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video and enjoy any of my other videos, please consider subscribing because it would help a ton. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.